Hey there, it's Lucky Piano again, and today I want to extend on our previous lesson of scales and move on to chords. So what exactly are chords? Well, chords are basically the thing that drives every single pop song or rock song because these are the things that really sort of dictate the mood that a song has. So for example, if we go to Ed Sheeran's song Drunk, then we have our G major chord, and then our E minor chord, and then our C major chord. And you can kind of see how the left hand is basically in charge of playing the chords to flesh out the song, while the right hand is playing the melody, which is basically what the singer is singing. So when it comes down to chords, how do they relate to scales? Well, the thing that you really want to learn is triads, the concept of combining three specific notes of each scale to form the chord. So a triad is essentially the first note of every scale, plus the third note of every scale, and then plus the fifth note of every scale. And just using that simple rule, you can create a triad for any single scale. So I can create the one for C major that I just did, because C is the first note in the C major scale, and then D is the second one, so we don't include it, and then E is the third note, so we include it, F is the fourth note, so we don't include it, and then G is the fifth note, so we include it. And see, that's why it's important to learn scales. One of the reasons is because the scales determine what triads you have, and the triads determine what notes you should use to play your accompaniment in your left hand. So I just played a C major triad, but you can do the same for any other scale. So for example, for A minor, it would be A plus C plus E, and now we have an A minor triad. Or I can do it for E flat major, or for F sharp major, or for E flat minor, or for A major. You get the idea. That's why you want to be familiar with your scales, because it becomes sort of second nature for you to just figure out a triad. So if I place my hand here, I'm already sort of in position to play an A major or an A minor, and that makes playing piano by ear that much easier, simply because your hands kind of, or your left hand especially, kind of knows what notes that it can play while your right hand plays the melody. So I can play a triad as basically what I do in my left hand, but that's kind of boring, right? So if I play Drunk again, that's pretty boring, right? But at the same time, I can mix it up. Now, what's the difference there? Well, the second time, I still used the notes from a triad, but I just varied it. So that's what makes triads so important, is that you're not going to play the triads themselves. But what you're going to do is you're going to play a triad, know what notes that your left hand should play, and from that you can create various interesting patterns, because basically there are endless possibilities of how you can combine these three notes, and in terms of your rhythm, or in terms of which notes you want to play at what time. And from that you can create very interesting accompaniments which can be changed to sort of justify what your right hand is playing, so that in combination the entire thing sounds just that much better. So in conclusion, when it comes to chords, these are the things which drive a song and dictate the mood. And when it comes to chords, you want to learn the triads for every single scale using the simple rule of the first of the scale plus the third of the scale plus the fifth of the scale. And using these notes, you can figure out various interesting patterns which will help you make your covers sound just that much better. So that is all for today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.